Shako Mako, everyone. Welcome back to another video. This is Joe Austin. Today we have a macro war. Yes, it's a war because I have three beautiful lenses from Sony. They all shoot macro. We're gonna have to review them, see what's their strength, what's their weaknesses, and which one would be a better fit for you. First one we have over here is the legendary 90mm 2.8. Anyone shoots Sony knows that this is one of the sharpest lenses for Sony, and it's the sharpest macro lens they have. They also came up with another alternative, which is half the price for $550, the 50mm 2.8. So it's going to be a little bit wider when shooting macro, which means it's not going to be as tight as the 90mm. Third one, it's silver, so APS-C, but since this is the only one that's APS-C, I don't have any other APS-C lens to compare it to. I'm gonna have to compare it to the other one. Of course, we're not gonna go with picture quality because with the Sony a7R5, I can only do 26 megapixel. I can still shoot 8K and 4K with it without losing any quality. We're gonna compare like autofocus, speed, like how close, with sharpness, stuff like that. So let's start with the most expensive one, which is 90mm 2.8, which is it's legendary for its sharpness and shooting macro. It works great for portrait as well. It's so much fun to shoot with, and it's loaded with features. Taking the cap. So this was one of the first lenses that I used. I don't know if that was the first one to have this feature, which is manual to autofocus by pushing the focus ring up and down. It's great. You also have focus hold button over here, programmable, and image stabilization. You could turn it on and off. And this is one of the greatest features you have on the lens because it has three modes. First one, it lets your lens only focus from 0.28 to 0.5 meters. That's really great for macro. And the second option is to focus from 0.5 to infinity. That's when you're shooting portrait, for example. And the third option, it's full, which is it lets your lens focus from 0.28 to infinity. That's to have the full range. Especially if you're using autofocus, you don't want your motor to go back and forth trying to hunt for the subject. It just know with this small range, that's where it can move. And that's it. Let me get you some samples and then you can see how good it is, how fast the autofocus, how sharp, low light capability. Stay for it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you learned something. If you do, give me a thumbs up. Want to see more videos like this? And if you want to see the review for the other two, wait for the next videos. And at the end of that part 3, I'm going to tell you, in my opinion, which one is worth buying. Of course, it depends on what camera you have. Thank you guys for watching. See you next one.